Oh, funny bone! Oh, that is funny. Oh!
Yo, what is up guys, Bowie87 King here, back again talking about the new season of Total Drama, which, wow. I mean, obviously a lot of information has come out about this new season. Obviously, we got to see a lot of trailers, we get to know a lot of things about this cast, kind of. And yeah, I'm honestly very excited for this season. I mean, it is coming in Italy in like 2 days, I think. It's coming out April 10th, so very, very soon if there is an English dub, which I'll watch. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be predicting the placements that every single character on the season will place. So yeah, let's just get started talking about Caleb. And boy, was I wrong about Caleb when I did make those early season videos. I really did think Caleb would be like this massive jock-esque figure, kind of like Alejandro and kind of like Justin, to where he swoons all the ladies over and he would pull every single person, but end up with Bowie at the end. But I think I was right about him being kind of like Justin, but not in Justin way in Total Drama Action, probably Justin in Total Drama Island, because this man has not been in any of the trailers, has not talked to really anybody since the first episode, I assume, since in the trailers. I think we only really get to see like 3 episodes, I think. So yeah, I definitely think Caleb is 100% an early boot. As much as I would love for him to make it very far, I just think with the information that we have in Total Drama loving to spoil itself, I think they would definitely spoil a character like Caleb, making it very deep into the game, but unfortunately, they just haven't. So yeah, Caleb is definitely placing around this area. Next up, we do have Nichelle, and I personally really do love Nichelle's character, and I love her design as well. I think that Nichelle honestly can make it very far, and even think top 2 is a bit crazy, but I think she'll be kind of like this Lashana character, to where they both are extremely likable, and the only way they get taken out is probably some bullshit elimination. So yeah, I think Nichelle will make it very far, and I think she is like this influencer character, and I don't think they would want to waste a character like that. So yeah, Nichelle is placing around 3 to 6. Next up, we do have Julia, and my god was I wrong about Julia in this. Well, I never really talked too much about Julia, but I really just think she would have this kind of no personality, a character who people would kind of say is like a Zoe or even a Sky, but I think both of them have personalities, but whatever. But she is like this wannabe influencer. I mean, we see her kind of meet writing Nichelle, and personally, I do think that would be a funny dynamic to watch play out, because I think they would kind of have like this friendship where she does kind of idolize her, but kind of wants to take her out at the same time, just for like her own clout reasons. So I think for that, I think Nichelle will definitely probably could make it farther, but I think honestly for now, I will say that she'll make it around to the 6 and 3 range. Now talking about Axel, and I think Axel will definitely make it to the merge. I'm not as high as her as I used to be before the trailers came out, just due to the fact that I really did think she was going to be like this strong woman who is an amputee, which obviously we do find out that Z is the amputee, but yeah, I think that personally, I still think Axel will make it far. I think she's a lock to make it to the merge, but I just don't see her making it too deep of a run. Next up, we got Priya, and honestly, I was kind of wrong about a lot of this cast personally, but I think Priya will definitely, actually, yeah, I think Priya will make it a bit further than Julia, and personally Nichelle too. I think Priya will be kind of like this girl that everyone kind of underestimates, but she definitely does have a feisty side to her that will make her definitely more enjoyable to watch, and I think, personally, I really do like Priya, so yeah, I think she'll have a friendship with Millie, and definitely something with Chase going on, and I definitely could ship that, but yeah, personally, I think Priya will make it very far. Next up, we got Wayne, and I like Wayne. I think Wayne will definitely be someone who is definitely likable, but overall, if I think Wayne or Raj will go home, I actually do think Raj would go home first, but I think it's kind of like a Katie and Sadie situation where once one of them goes home, the other one will follow directly shortly after. And personally, I think this season will produce a woman winning the season, just because of the fact that a lot of people do criticize Total Drama for making an all-male final 2, but that's just personally me, I think. So yeah, Wayne will definitely make it far, but just not that far in my opinion. Actually, I think he'll make it farther than Axel, so I'll put him here. Next up, we have Z, and Z is the amputee, which we do know, but personally for me, if this season is 13 episodes, I think he's definitely placing around here, and I do think it is 13 episodes anyway, so I think Z will definitely make it far, and kind of will be like this Tyler figure in World Tour, to where he is definitely a character who does get screen time, but personally will just not make it as far as everyone would like him to go. I think he's honestly going to be a chill guy that I will personally root for, but I just don't think the proof is there for him to make it that deep. Next up, we got MK, and I do remember seeing a screenshot of MK doing some villainous type stuff, like Scarlet from Pocktail Island, and I definitely do love Scarlet, so, but past that, I do think MK is a character who, once again, I just, that screenshot did kind of look like a merged type photo, so I will put her here, and yeah, I think she'll definitely make it around this placement, so, I'll put her below Axel. Next up, we have Scary Girl, and I think Scary Girl is going to make it to the top, like, around the placements. Based on her vibe and being, like, this very chaotic type figure, I do think she'll make it very far into the season, and I think she'll be very enjoyable to watch. She does remind me of, like, this Izzy, but also with, like, an actual nice personality and not, like, this someone that we can really theorize being very evil and stuff. And I think Scary Girl will be a chill person to watch throughout the season. I do like her voice a lot, so, yeah. Next up, we got Millie, and I am not that high on Millie. I know, I forgot her name, but you know that YouTuber Dawn's Bubble, I think that's her name? She does predict Millie to be the winner, but personally for me, I've never thought that at all. I just think outside of Lashana, Total Drama has been very, like, negative towards its, like, larger female contestants. So, people like, what's her name? Tammy, Stacy, they were made out to be, like, these very annoying people. And while I don't see Millie being as annoying as them, I could definitely see Millie being like this very clumsy character who kind of screws up in a challenge, and that's why they send her home. So, yeah, I think she'll definitely be an early boot. Next up, we do have Ripper. I was really wrong about Ripper as well. I thought Ripper is going to be like this sarcastic guy, kind of like Noah, kind of like Dave in the early stages of Pocktail Island, but now knowing that we've seen Ripper fart and rip off his shirt, I guess that's what's going to be Ripper's like stick throughout the season, ripping shirts and ripping farts, so that's not going to be something I'll enjoy personally now that I'm thinking about it, but I think he'll be an early boot anyways. I know a lot of people on Reddit are shipping him and Scary Girl for some reason, which, why? But, yeah, personally I just don't see him making it that far, so yeah. Next up we do have Emma, and once again, I don't think Emma's going to be an immediate boot. I do see her having a friendship with Bowie, and I can see how that could carry her, but I feel like she's the type of character who will screw up in a challenge, kind of like Beth in Total Drama Island, where, you know, they screw up in a challenge, they get sent home for it. That's pretty much simple. I don't really have much to say about Emma, so yeah. Bowie will definitely make it to the final two, and I think he'll have this kind of underdog run to where he's very underestimated. I think he won't really screw up in a challenge, and even if he does, I don't think that'll be the reason why he goes home. I think he'll make it to the final two for sure. I don't know if him and Caleb will be the couple that I was predicting in past videos, but if they are, then I definitely think Caleb could make it a bit further, and if Caleb does make it further, then I think that'll make Bowie definitely go a lot further as well. I think a lot of people just instantly like Bowie because he seems like a very likable person, and I think with a lot of characters being this very heavy, like, type stereotype characters, I think Bowie could definitely fade into the background, and that can make him be an incredible character to watch. I also think he'll be, in general, just pretty likable, and I think he will definitely make it to the final two, so yeah. Next up, we do have Chase, who did remind me of Mike when I first saw the season, and still now, based off the trailer, I mean, I've only heard him talk once, and he just said, what? So, that's all I really know about him, but I think he'll honestly make a pretty deep run. I think he'll make it a bit further than MK, to where, yeah, I think that could be the case, but oh, okay. That was weird, but I do think he will make it pretty far overall, and yeah, I just think Chase is going to be pretty likable throughout the season. Next up, we do have Raj, who I can literally just say the same thing about Wayne. If one of them do go home, the other one will follow shortly after, so yeah. Next up, we do have Damien, and what did I just do? I mean, I literally just said Total Drama will have a woman win the season, but I do think Damien and Bowie could be both locks. I just don't see a way of how these two could get voted out, and that's kind of why they do fall back as like my winner predictions. I think mainly it will be Bowie who will be my winner pick, but personally I just don't see a way that Damien gets voted out unless it's like medical evacuation. I mean, we've only seen in the trailers him getting hurt, but like you can say that a lot about the characters in the trailer, so yeah, I definitely think Damien and Bowie are two of the more likely winners of the season, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about predicting the boot order. I think this will be the one that I am sticking to. Yeah, I think this will be the boot order. Well, at least this is where I think, like, the ranging that they will place, so yeah. Overall, thoughts about the season so far, I mean, it looks to be an incredible season. I mean, I think the season will be a bit better than Redonkul's race, actually, because with my problems with the Redonkul's race is the fact that a lot of the characters are kind of filler, like the vegans, geniuses. You can even debate it with the tennis rivals, even though I do like them, and the LARPers too. I feel like this cast, there's not really a single dud besides maybe Emma and Millie. And really, I'm very excited to see how this season plays out. I mean, I think the challenges look to be great. I think we could see Chris come back to normal. We could see Chef talk, actually, for the first time in a while, so that would be incredible to watch. And obviously, there is the stuff with Chris's voice actor, which supposedly there's a lot of allegations that Christian Potenza is not the greatest person, and I might put it on screen if I can. But yeah, those are the allegations, and that's not great. But I think Don's voice actor could do a great job as Chris. Obviously not the same level and as intensity as Chris, but he'll do good enough, in my opinion. Outside of that, I mean, I do really like this cast in general. I can talk about it for days, so I won't really do that. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, peace out.